Hello, welcome to the Puffcast. We're your hosts, Elizabeth.
I'm a lemon.
And I'm Lukas.
We're all cinematic arts seniors from Douglas Anderson School of the Arts, and this is the school year's first episode of the Puffcast.
Now, you may have remembered, some time back, this was a thing, the Puffcast, but there's going to be one major difference. We're running it now.
So it's going to be weird. We plan to put out a new podcast every month, and where we kind of just have conversations about, current events, things that are going on at the school, and generally any other topics that we find interesting.
It's going to be crazy.
So we hope you enjoy. So, okay. Today our topic is kind of, I guess we're starting off with like a holiday special.
Because that's a perfectly normal thing to do.
Yeah, because that's what people do.
The Simpsons did it, remember?
The Simpsons did it.
So our topic today is Thanksgiving. My family, overall, we hate Thanksgiving.
I mean, valid.
Yeah. Because I feel like...
What's not to love about Thanksgiving? You're eating a bunch of food.
That's kind of the...
Well, that's like just the problem. I feel like, because like, what are you, like, the whole point of it is just like, you spend the whole day cooking, which I guess if you like cooking, that's fine.
I love cooking.
But then... What? The whole thing is just a dinner that's like mediocre food that no one actually wants to eat. Turkey is bad. I don't know why people like turkey. And then that's it. And then the day is over.
It's basically just a big feast, like the holiday.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a holiday. I understand that, but I kind of like turkey. But there's more than just turkey. I mean, there's stuffing. And
okay,
such.
who actually likes Thanksgiving food though?
Not
There's a select portions. I recently just learned to love turkey.
Well, okay, so it's turkey and then like a bunch of casseroles generally, because like.
Hey, don't knock casseroles.
I'm knocking casseroles because.
How dare
Oh, casseroles are terrible.
They are terrible because
terrible.
Because it's.
Why do you guys hate casseroles?
The holiday is focused on food for mass amounts of people.
Right, but
and food for mass amounts of people is generally not as good as a dish that is like prepared for a person,
Also, like, I mean, my family, we might have, the four of us. I have, brother, my mom and dad, and then like maybe my two grandparents and maybe but that's about it. And so it's like we're prepared all this food. No one's going to eat it all.
Oh yeah, there are like tons of leftovers.
And it's just like, I don't know. We always end up, if we do have like a regular Thanksgiving, we end up doing like just food that we actually will eat. So like maybe a chicken, maybe like, I don't even know. Soup.
I mean, turkey's tradition, though. You gotta have a turkey.
I know, but we don't.
Yeah, I mean, you can have a turkey, and I mean, it's semi-tradition to have a ham, right?
No, ham's a Christmas thing.
Oh, but my other point,
I don't know.
My other point is that Thanksgiving is anticlimactic.
Yes.
There's no, I mean, like the like aesthetic, I guess, is just fall generic.
Y'all like leaves and brown, brown leaves.
Right. And then, let's take...
We don't get those in Florida.
Let's take other holidays, because, okay, at least, Halloween, there's, a theme.
It's
like,
spooky.
It's spoopy.
People are getting excited. Now it's kind of starting to get colder. And then you get to dress up. There's, trick-or-treating in a normal year. There's a party. There's more things that can happen. Thanksgiving, I feel like, is just you're kind of waiting. You're like, oh, we have some holiday. I guess I have to make this, feast now.
It can be stressful.
It's almost like they needed a November holiday to fill space.
Yeah,
I guess that is true, because there are only two holidays really towards the end of the year without Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why that's a problem though, because look at the calendar beforehand. What are the early year holidays? New Year's, right? And then Valentine's Day, I guess that's also a corporate invention.
Also
well, yeah. And
do you get the day off though?
No, you don't.
See?
But then what are we celebrating with Thanksgiving? We're celebrating the first harvest of the Pilgrims with the Indians, who then we go kill.
Yeah, it's Native American Slaughter Day. That's what it is.
Yeah. Also, however, I think Thanksgiving has a bit of a different meaning now, don't you think?
I think people have turned it into something where it's just
family. It's just a day that you get together with your family.
But here's the problem: you already get together with your family on Christmas, literally a month later. Okay, what do we have on Christmas? Well, we get a lot of things. Well, I'm talking about food stuff. We have ham, which is objectively better than turkey.
Facts.
Yeah.
And then we have a lot of the same dishes.
Yeah, you basically have Thanksgiving dinner again.
But this time you also get you also get presents. Like there's a festivity going on.
You give, you get.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy.
Yeah.
What do you? I mean,
Like-
yeah.
And I know my grandparents would come for Thanksgiving, and then they would come. They live in like Baton Rouge, and then they would come again the next month for Christmas.
Yeah.
And it's like I love my grandparents, but it's like this is kind of weird. Like, there's only like a 2 to 3 week interval.
Like that's my issue with it is that Thanksgiving is just Christmas diet. Like it's diet
Yeah.
Christmas. It's like you want a little. You're getting Halloween was too long ago. You need a holiday. Here's just a bit of Christmas before Christmas starts.
Yeah. But as Americans, we don't particularly like change.
We
so
start
No,
Christmas
we
in
don't.
July. So I mean,
Yeah. So anyway,
But
because
it's the middle of summer vacation. Why is Christmas stuff being put out already?
because my family does not like Thanksgiving, we have I guess 2 years ago, 2018, I think, we decided let's do something we actually want to do. Like, what can we do? So we decided to go to Disney World for Thanksgiving Day, and
The
usually
place
the
with
day before.
actually good turkey.
yeah, those turkey
turkey
legs are
legs.
legit. They're good.
That's another story I have. But so we decided to do that, and it's been the best thing ever because my family has been going to Disney since we moved to Florida, which is in 2009. So
Wow.
I guess we know, we're familiar with that, but it's something that is an escape for us. So to me, it feels like an actual holiday
And
vacation.
you don't have to see your family.
You don't. And it's honestly nice quality time between just the four of us and my immediate family, because thinking about it, we honestly don't get that time together. Usually two of us are off doing something, separately, but Disney is the one thing that we actually all enjoy. And especially my brother he's high functioning autism, but so he does not like to do most things most of the time. Even if we go out to dinner, he wants to be on his iPad and he doesn't do well. But
Granted,
at Disney World,
that is a lot of kids
Yeah.
in
Well,
such
well,
this day and age.
Dude, I have a 5-year-old. If he's not on the phone, he's screaming.
yeah.
Anyway.
Well, he just
Oh,
my
boy.
brother has trouble, I guess, with social
Yeah.
scenarios. But at Disney World, we don't have that problem.
Yeah.
Look, it's Mickey
So
Mouse.
everyone in my family is actually engaged. We're having an escapist experience, and we come back I feel more refreshed.
Yeah, my family on my dad's side, we're all pass holders, so I definitely understand
Mhm.
that. And I think that Thanksgiving, for me, it's always been more it's not really a vacation because I mean,
you get 3 days off.
well, you get 3 days off one, but this season, the winter holidays, I know at least for us, and I'm not sure how it is for everyone else here here at the school, but the winter season is high work period. It is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So I
yeah,
feel like
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
wasting time. I feel like Thanksgiving is a giant waste of time for me, and I already no disrespect to my family, but I'm not the most social person either.
Mhm.
I tend to stay indoors and I don't really leave my house. But
For good reason, but
even in non-COVID times, I was always I have to go somewhere. I have to do something. And I feel like it I said, it's just an excuse to get everyone together, even though we're just gonna get together again.
we need that social interaction.
So yeah, I think that something like Disney or something where you actually enjoy what you're doing, that's
Mhm.
a more that's a better alternative.
Right.
But honestly, I would just love to take if we wanted to make November a holiday, then make it an actual holiday and let me just spend time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's a point to what does Thanksgiving mean? And it means nothing. It's an empty holiday. It's a hollow experience.
Yeah.
just like the calories.
Because Thanksgiving, when was it invented? I think it was the 1860s.
know.
I think Lincoln did it to try to reunite the.
That sounds familiar.
That sounds right? So 1860s. So it was literally just invented to get people at a dinner table and to feel like a family again, and that's a good motive. I think that I don't know if I'm getting too far deep into things, but I think that the modern American family doesn't exist anymore.
No. It does not. Like that nuclear family.
Nuclear family.
That, like,
I mean, there are
yeah.
some, like my family, I guess,
1950s
but like that
nuclear
50s
family.
nuclear family, it doesn't exist anymore.
No.
So I feel like we're like trying to keep this spirit of like the American dream
It-
alive
it's
through Thanksgiving, and it's so
not
hollow.
it's not really Thanksgiving anymore. It's more Friendsgiving.
Yeah, it's just.
And
you guys want
fun-
to have dinner? You guys?
Well, I guess, now in like kind of the modern world, people are doing what they want with it. Like, like I said, my family has, now that's our annual Disney vacation.
Yeah,
and then people have Friendsgiving.
Yeah.
Friendsgiving isn't Friendsgiving usually like the day before?
I don't know.
Well, that's
but
how
yeah, I
we
go up
do
to we've for the last couple of years
Should be
in the
fun.
fall, my dad and my stepmom and a couple of her relatives, we all go up to a cabin in like the
Yeah.
mountains of Georgia or whatever, and like that's fine. That's
Mhm.
good because like it's an escape from whatever this is that I currently live in. Like
I looked it up. So, 1789, President George Washington became the first president to proclaim a Thanksgiving holiday when, at the request of Congress, he proclaimed November 26th, a Thursday, as the day of national Thanksgiving for the U.S. Constitution.
So we've been celebrating it all wrong.
so it's
But also now this one also says President Lincoln.
Oh, so the internet.
Our facts are not.
No,
so the internet
we're
lies.
not wrong,
Okay,
but
so
we're not
so,
right.
so don't believe everything you hear on the internet. That's the message for
Well,
today.
then this one also says, this one also says Lincoln announced that the nation will celebrate an official Thanksgiving holiday on November 26, 1863.
I think Washington like celebrated Thanksgiving, but I think Lincoln made it national.
I think that is correct. Well, moving on, but still on the same topic. So
you just had such
I have
you had such
one-
energy right there.
Yeah.
I have one funny thing about going to Disney World specifically on Thanksgiving Day. Well, first of all, they don't celebrate it. Like, there's no Thanksgiving hoorah like at Disney World.
There's not a not so scary or
Yeah.
whatever the Christmas thing is
So
called.
they've just moved on to Christmas, which I think is fun because at that point in the
There's
year, like
already
late November,
someone-
I'm already on Christmas mode.
There's already someone like the day of Halloween. They were just out in their yard setting up
Yeah.
Christmas lights.
Well,
I
yeah.
mean, I think that's a little nutty, but like definitely at the end of November, I'm ready for Christmas. And
Mhm.
Disney is totally like, it's Christmas time, so that's super fun. I love going, especially there during the holidays. But
No, Holiday to Disney is great because
Mhm.
they changed some stuff and it's like it's
castle is
slightly
pretty.
new.
And then what's funny is that I would guess, just from being there, about half of the people who are in Disney World on Thanksgiving Day are not from the U.S.
Yeah.
They're mostly foreigners, which I think is interesting because, like, obviously Thanksgiving means nothing to them. So they're like, oh, let's go
Absolutely
on,
not.
then when I guess the Americans are gone.
Thanksgiving gets skipped over is interesting because like
Mhm.
if one of the world's, if not the world's biggest entertainment company just says no, Thanksgiving
No.
isn't real. Thanksgiving is not real.
Yeah.
I mean, who does that? Why do we like listen to your Disney overlords, guys?
I mean, I think that's also telling,
Yeah.
maybe like when we're, old or whatever,
Yeah.
like Thanksgiving will kind of be,
like most retailers skip over Thanksgiving
Mhm.
is a thing.
might be kind of
I think
irrelevant.
it's dying, and I think that's a good thing.
There, but there is one advantage to having those 3 days off
Yeah.
on Thanksgiving, and that is the day after Thanksgiving.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, because you don't want to go anywhere. You're like passed out for most of the day.
You know,
But that's
That's
because you
not-
eat all the food.
yes.
That's not what I was referring to.
What?
I was referring to Black Friday.
Oh God.
You see, I think my family
Oh, God.
celebrates Black Friday more than Thanksgiving.
I do not support Black Friday. Well, just because like I don't know, it's crazy. People get injured. Those poor, like a lot of those retail workers end up having to come in basically like at 8 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day, and then
Yeah.
to like do that.
Because it opens at like midnight, right?
Right.
Like
Oh,
Yeah.
right at midnight. My dad and my sister, about 2 hours away from midnight, they're like, "Hey, let's go to Target," and just wait there for 2 hours.
yeah, no.
And they go and do that, and they get those incredible deals that everyone's
the
talking
door
about.
busters.
Wow!
I'm not.
And then Cyber Monday happens.
do they
and
actually get anything
They
big?
they either go there to look or
get trampled.
No, they've never gotten trampled.
I assume so. They're both still alive. Like trampling is usually a lethal
I mean,
thing.
you saw my sister yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean,
You both did, actually.
I mean, Dan could be a robot. I don't know.
well, we were,
could be.
also, but Black Friday is now kind of turning into like mostly Cyber Monday.
Cyber Eyes, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I think it's because people
Cyber
have
Friday.
realized that Black Friday is dumb.
Crazy. Mm-hmm.
I mean, Amazon, am I right?
Amazon.
They're making so much money right now because people are just staying here. They were already making a lot of money before.
Jeff Bezos, one of the richest men in the world. Like,
Isn't he the richest man?
I don't think so. I think it's some Indian guy.
That sounds
That
accurate.
sounds correct, but whatever. But yeah.
He's a slumdog.
All I know is that
quadrillionaire.
Elon Musk is like 53rd or something like that.
Oh, damn.
Because those Indian people,
Well,
That is
yeah.
true.
those Chinese people.
T-Series.
Well, I can say I've never done really any Black Friday stuff.
The only Black Friday shopping I've ever done was in March of 2017.
March.
It was the only time I've ever like camped out somewhere. It was
Oh,
in
sure.
March. So,
Was that to get the Switch?
Yes, it was.
Oh,
I
I
failed.
got
No.
my grandmother to go to
I
Target.
No, now I need to hear about this.
I didn't get my Switch till like
Oh my
April.
God.
I got the
would-
13th one in the
Dude,
store.
I would like camp out Target websites and like Amazon website. I would just like as soon as it went out, I would have my phone out in middle school. I did not give two damns about anything the teacher said. I'm like, no, I'm camping Amazon right now.
So you didn't actually go to the store. But
No,
you-
no,
I gave my
I,
grand-
went to- I drove around town.
Oh, yeah.
I drove to like different cities looking for it.
Oh my
Like
goodness.
it was a big deal.
Your story is much better than mine. I just gave my grandmother all my birthday money and said, "Can you go to Target, please?"
Oh,
And she got it.
I waited until my birthday in June to get it. Like,
Yeah, I had the money on March 3rd. I did not get it till like April 3rd.
Wow.
So yeah.
I played
Anyway, very off
Breath of the
topic.
Yeah, well, whatever. So this year, because of COVID, obviously.
Oh, you gotta love this topic.
boy.
Because
We
of
had to.
COVID.
We had to address
you
it,
can't
you
you can't
guys.
talk about this on YouTube.
No, you can't.
We
No.
had to. So, well, this year we've decided not to go to Disney World. And I realized,
For good
Probably
reason.
smart.
yeah, I mean, obviously, like, the parks are open, but,
But are they?
two reasons. Number one, safety. I don't really think that's the safest thing to do. There are a lot of people at Disney. I know they're trying to limit it, but I think we'd still feel uncomfortable. But then
I mean, I
My
barely
other
feel
reason-
comfortable here
Yeah.
at school, even when people are wearing masks.
I know. Well, my other reason is because, I feel like an element of the Disney magic, if you will kind of not be there.
Well, yeah, because I think I definitely agree with you because I think the coronavirus kind of it brings you like Disney is supposed to be an escape.
Right.
Holiday's supposed to be an escape. Vacation is supposed to be an escape.
You don't want to go to Disney World and,
and if
see
all
Mickey
you
Mouse
see is
wearing
surgical
a mask.
masks and like
People, yeah, everybody's
people-
wearing masks. The employees are.
temp checks and like
They're not doing the fireworks shows. They're
Yeah.
not doing shows really.
it's not the same because
Mhm.
there is no longer an escape because that problem is everywhere.
Yeah.
And so I feel like vacations, at least in the time being, are going to become a lot more personal, like my cabin in the mountains.
Right.
Like
Well,
that sounds like a band name or a movie name.
well,
my
there's one called
cabin,
Cabin in the
Mountains.
Woods. Pretty good.
But funny that you mentioned that. My cousins have decided to come, like, rent a big house, kind of like in Jack's Beach area, and they're gonna get tested before they come here, and then after they get here, and then we'll get tested. And so we're kind of just gonna vibe together for like 2 weeks and not
Just
really.
chilling, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're not really gonna go anywhere. Like, to be honest, I haven't really been. We've been going to I think we went to a restaurant outside twice, and then but so I guess that's a nice alternative for us. I don't get to see them very often, probably like twice a year. So that's something interesting.
It's nice that you like to see your family.
Yes.
I see my family almost every week.
Well, yeah.
But that's because most of my family, the family that we do see, my aunt and uncle, they're crazy about health and safety. My aunt's actually a doctor, so
Mhm.
she's always trying to keep everyone as healthy as possible while raising 3 kids who
Yeah.
all have different things and are all doing their own thing outside almost all the time, whether it's sports or dance or
Yeah,
I don't know what the
I
world
imagine
is.
extracurriculars are hard right now, just because
Oh, yeah.
you don't know all those people.
yeah.
I mean, I see people, now we're talking about COVID, but I see people when I'm driving home or whatever, like a whole soccer team of kids no masks in sight. The parents are also there, like, no masks, cheering your kids on. I'm like, what universe are y'all living in?
This one, apparently.
I mean, the one that's getting preached to them on the news.
Ugh. Hopefully that will end soon. Anyway.
He put me in a depression
I did.
just by talking politics.
So I also, this summer, different. Also
Universes.
this summer, I got into baking. Like, I did the whole bread thing,
That's
and I
fun.
do the whole thing.
See, I found that really interesting. Like the isolation kind of like bred new hobbies.
Yeah. So
I didn't
I'm
discover
kind of like
anything
low-key
during
looking forward.
isolation. I
to
just already
Thanksgiving.
knew what I like to do.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, if you
because-
like cooking and stuff like that.
Well, yeah,
I
mean,
love cooking. My family just loves food. That's why we
Luke, you
probably
keep
love
interrupting me, go
Thanksgiving.
die.
We have a very big family, so hey, it's the perfect holiday for us. We like
Anyway.
food.
True.
We're big family, and we like hanging out with each other. It's the
That's
perfect
great,
holiday
yeah.
for us.
Wow, you guys have nice family lives.
Well, anyway, I was saying I got into baking this summer. Therefore, now I'm excited to make pies.
I don't like pies.
Pies are
Well-
what? You don't
I
like
like cake better
pies?
than pie.
I'm more of a like cake guy. I like
Okay.
traditional.
I'm about to say, if you
I
didn't
only
like
like apple
cake,
pie.
what the hell is wrong with you?
No,
Pie is awesome.
I don't like the filling. It's like weirdly
It is, it's
textured.
weird.
Come on,
texture, I will admit.
there's pumpkin pie, lemon meringue
Pumpkin
pie,
pie is the only
apple
good
pie,
pie.
pizza.
Pizza.
Pizza is a
Pizza
pie.
not a, no,
No,
wrong.
it's a pie.
Incorrect.
You will not change my
I will
mind.
change your mind.
No.
I agree. Pizza
No.
is
No,
a
how
pie.
is it a pie?
It's 2 against 1.
You guys, a pizza has it's bread with
bread.
stuff on it.
No,
there is
it's-
no.
Have you
it's
ever
not a
had
bowl.
Chicago pizza?
That is different.
That's still it's still
No,
a pie.
No, it's
No,
not.
It's still not
still
a
a
pie.
pie.
That is
Okay,
still
no,
not a
it's-
pie.
It's tomato pie.
If
No,
you
wrong.
order a pizza, you say, I would like blah,
Do you-
blah, blah, pie. Like, that's what you say.
No, you don't.
No,
I've never
if
ordered
you
a pizza.
like pizza, for real, that's what you say.
I've never ordered a pizza and said I would like a
The
pizza
Puffcast.
pie.
You
where
go to
we
New
talk
York and you say, I want
Thanksgiving.
a pizza. They're like, you're not from New York.
The
Well,
Puffcast 2020
no,
to
no, no.
2021,
Okay,
where
our
we
hot dog-
talk
pie.
about
Hot dog
Thanksgiving
sandwiches. Our hot
pizzas.
dog
No,
sandwich.
I'm not done with this pie thing. There's no top. Like, okay, on a pie, there's usually like a crust on the top.
Yeah, you have
There
a
is no crust on
it's
the
on
top
the
of a pizza.
outside, like a
Not-
pie.
no.
Yes.
Okay,
Whatever.
so is
You're not
pumpkin
even
pie a
freaking
pie?
listening to me.
Is pumpkin pie a pie? Yeah.
Because there is
Yeah.
no top crust on
There
that.
is no. There isn't.
But pizza's not a pie.
Yes,
That's a completely
if-
different.
It
No,
is.
It's not different. It's
It's
not
a completely different category.
Don't make me
Pumpkin pie
swear.
is a pie, then pizza is
Okay,
a
whatever.
pie.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes.
It could be. If a Pop-Tart's a sandwich, why is it
According-
in...
I honestly do not have an opinion on this one.
According to the FDA.
The FDA.
Yeah, the FDA
Oh,
classified hot
damn.
dogs as sandwiches.
I think I watched this thing where Ruth Bader Ginsburg was like trying to decide, and it was funny. But I don't. I have almost no opinion on this because it's like literally
why are we
either could be
arguing
correct.
it?
Well, because he brought it up.
I brought it up as a joke. I didn't think you'd actually talk about it.
Well, now
Oh, right. We're
talking
arguing
it.
about pizza. I'm sorry. It's a pie.
It's not a freaking pie. It's an Italian dish.
It
It's
is
not a pie.
It's
an
a pie.
Italian. It's an Italian pie.
This is
And that
dumb.
concludes this episode.
Well, if there's one thing anyone can take away from this Puffcast, it's that pizza's a pie.
So we're just ignoring
not
the
a
word
pie.
podcast now. It's just not a podcast.
Oh, it's a Puffcast.
Oh,
Come
wow.
on.
It's completely. We're just branding it like that.
It's
This is
already
the
been
Puffcast.
branded.
It's been branded.
No,
We branded it at
no,
the very beginning.
I'm aware. I'm just saying like we can't even call it a podcast. Podcast is a bad word now. I might have to bleep myself out when I say podcast.
Yeah, probably.
What?
Nah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I think this concludes the first episode of the Puffcast. We hope you enjoyed our banter.
We told you it would be weird and discombobulated.
Yeah, but
I
I think
mean,
that
come
makes
on.
it fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like we said, we're going to try to put out a episode every month that has something slightly relevant to what's going on in the world. But yeah,
Will
we
we
hope
do a
you
Christmas
enjoyed.
special next month?
No,
Who
because-
knows?
We can't do 2 holiday specials in a
No.
row, Lukas. We just can't.
We'll find something else to talk about.
That is true.
Let's talk about like, I don't know, trees.
Trees could be fun.
What are your opinions? Do you speak
What
for
are
the
your-
trees?
Less.
Thank you for coming here. I'm Elizabeth.
I am a lemon.
And I'm Lukas.
Bye bye.
See ya.
Arrivederci.